right, if loving you is wrong, fans, shout out to Chris Young, a member of the Haves and Have-Nots review group. And guys, if you aren't a member, it's a Facebook group I have for Have and Have Not fans. But you know, we talk about everything Tyler Perry related in that group. Link is in the description below, not only to the Haves and Have Nots Facebook group page, but also the Facebook page. And then there's a group, then there's an Instagram page and a Twitter. All that is below. But this post caught my attention, and guys, like I said, I have a ton of messages and posts that I haven't even had a chance to read over the past couple weeks, so I'm finally sitting down and getting to it. But this one just stuck out to me. So Chris Young, shout out to you. I'm probably going to try to hit you up on Facebook in your inbox and just say, hey, this was a great idea. Let me send you a $10 Walmart card. He says, my friend says Kelly played with Travis's emotions and she had sex with him and tried her best to avoid him afterwards. And that's when he turned crazy. That's why I don't feel bad for her. She put this on herself. That blew my freaking mind. I told my mom about it and she just agreed completely. And that actually goes back to, once again, guys, if you are new to this channel, it's the Haves and the Have-Nots review. We review these shows. We don't post full episodes due to copyright. And there are a lot of similarities I talk about between the Haves and the Have-Nots and If Loving You Is Wrong, because, you know, that If Loving You Is Wrong came out after the Haves, and just based off some of the storylines, you can tell they almost picked storylines from the Haves and the Have-Nots and incorporated that into If Loving You Is Wrong, obviously through different characters. When I read that post from Chris, I literally instantly thought about Justin and Jeffrey. Just looking at the things that Jeffrey did with Justin. Obviously, Justin was the one that came on him first, but then Candace advised Jeffrey, hey, in order to help get this Quincy Maxwell death charge off of us, use yourself to manipulate and use Justin. Basically, she told Jeffrey to pull a Candace, similarly to how she told Amanda to doll herself up, go back to Professor Cannon's classroom and ask for a retest. Candace is an expert at this. She knows how to do this. However, she was dealing with novices, for a lack of a better phrase, people who are very naive. So they took Candace's advice, and when at first things seemed to be going well, they ended up going south. Now, I remember way back when Amanda first did what she did with Professor Cannon, and then she eventually got raped. People blamed that on Candace. Even Tinker Sumter went on Twitter to address this, saying, hey, I never told Amanda to sleep with the professor, only to persuade him for a retest. It was only through guilt by association that Professor Cannon assumed that because Amanda was roommates with Candace, that she was in a prostitution ring, leading to the raping. And that led to his death. With Jeffrey, he gave Justin way too much information about his personal life, his family, and his real name. And then because of that, Justin was able to latch himself onto Jeffrey. And I've already I did a video a while back about, does Jeffrey use men and then pretty much, throw them to the side? Kind of like, when it comes to Landon, Madison, Justin, he isn't above making out with them in front of Veronica just to piss her off. And then after, Veronica runs away, they try to, get a kiss again. And Jeffrey's like, no. So I really can't feel bad for Jeffrey because, and I'm going to try not to go into a 20-minute tangent on this, but Jeffrey completely out of character this season. It seemed like he was having some growth, but then basically the stupidity of Benny from I'm just going to say 2018 to be on the safe side. The stupidity that Benny had in 2018 has been shifted to Jeffrey in 2019. I'm going to omit season numbers. I'm just going to use the years. Him just doing this crap with Justin makes no sense whatsoever. So he got himself into this mess, and whatever happens at the apartment, I don't give a damn. So with Kelly doing a very similar thing with Justin, I remember the one line that pissed me off from Jeffrey when what was it, after scaring, well, actually, I think this was this was before Veronica came up to the condo, David's condo, before she got there. Justin was following Jeffrey, and then Jeffrey opened the damn door, similar to how Kelly did by unlocking the door and turning the alarm off when she let Travis in and eventually shot him. Jeffrey did not have to open the door. He did not have to do that. He did. They sat down, and then that's when, you know, he told Justin, oh yeah, Justin was like, well, yeah, you know, you like making love to me. And it's like, well, you won't admit you're gay and yada, yada, yada. But the thing he said was like, I had a moment of weakness. And it's like, you use that to justify those moments of passion between you and Justin. And then when he's coming on to you, you don't like it. So it's almost like you enjoy the craziness, yet you don't like being pursued, yet you're the one who has to set the ground rules, yet you only do things with these people because you need them for a greater purpose. So in any, believe it or not, Jeffrey in a way is kind of more of a whore than Candace to an extent. So Kelly is the same thing, but to a lesser extent. You know, I mean, she probably did the whole sex and everything, because if I'm not mistaken, originally those two were kind of together, but then next thing you know, it turns out, oh, I'm actually engaged, I have a fiance. And I'll never forget, during the early episodes, Travis had the audacity to show up in front of Kelly's house with the fiance. It's like, what the hell? And then his mother, Whitley from a different world, was trying to persuade Kelly that he really is a good guy, which eventually led to, you know, him showing up at the job and carrying her to the park for lunch or whatever. Next thing you know, they do what they did. And then after that, he got crazy. And then it's like, yeah, Kelly kind of brought this on herself. In a way, I agree, but at the same time, she probably wasn't aware of how crazy he was. Whereas Jeffrey has literally seen and been on the receiving end of the abuse that Justin is capable of putting on someone. So the question is, and I think this is going to be the title, despite this video being about Kelly, I think I've talked more about have and have not characters, but I think the title of this video will be, and guys, if you hear background noise, it's very windy outside, so I pray the power doesn't go out. It's not cloudy. It's not supposed to be any storms. It's very windy, so if there's any background noise, it's the wind outside. The question is, did Kelly bring this on herself? To an extent, yes, but then there are other factors that came into play, you know, like Natalie hooking her up with her friend to get a gun, then Kelly opening the door, but then wasn't it Lucian that caught Travis in the back of the house doing something like messing around with the pipes or some kind of box or whatever? So there's no telling what the hell he was doing. But like I said in another video, do you think it's possible that Randall's security cameras that he had trained on Alex's house possibly caught all the times that Travis was passing through the house, or excuse me, passing by the house in his car or sneaking in the back? We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't want to say, you know, like, well, yeah, that's what happens when a woman leads a man on and then they go crazy and then it's like, you know, hey, it's their fault. I don't want to go that far, but I would say that Kelly's actions probably did not help prevent her from being in the situation that she is now. I guess it's the best way to put it. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Chris Young, once again, I'll hit you up on Facebook soon. You know, for a $10 gift card. The way I think about it, I might have to give you and your friend a $10 gift card because this was a great idea. And with that being said, I really can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.